The touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
That's it, baby.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. One. He's coming. Double up.
On third down, Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
All day.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it?
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talked about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out. I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores. Could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A first down throw for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
You don't want it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun, that's Mariota. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Silver. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, we want 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Check 3.
On the carry, it's Cook.
Check 13.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick carry inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, the defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught, Smith. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers,
Come on,
right?
fellas.
Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip shot, the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Kill. 3. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Mariota.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They start the drive with Cook.
He's crashing.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Cousins. He'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. 23 yards to pick up there.
Let's go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Cousins to throw it. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Let's get off the field. And this one complete to Smith. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards to pick up there.
Target. Check 37. Check 32. 2.
Mike, 55.
Smooth.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Here we go. What's that?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. SOS.
Black.
SOS.
Check. Quaker Omaha.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The hot. 180. Hey, 382. Liz 50. Black. Hey, check 24. Hey, wahoo. What's that?
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown.
That's it, huh?
Vikings.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way to run back out there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Mike, 50.
To try and get after the sack. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking it about the 36.
Come on now, let's go.
At the 42-yard line.
To Hunt, 180.
51.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Where's the Hunt?
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
54 is Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Wait, that.
To throw is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Let's go, boys.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 11 thus far. It's first and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13.
To Hunt, 180.
55. Let's go one more.
Wait, that.
They go play action. Cousins. He's got Smith here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Right here.
To Hunt, 180.
51. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Where's the Hunt?
Cousins on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ern Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to ride that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That means they've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
You don't want no problem.
They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins.
They can't hang with us.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota pushed out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Hey, let's go.
The drive is coming out to your left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
50.
Cousins now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Jam him.
Wide.
Twist. Watch twist.
X3. 218. Check. What's that?
Working out of bounds. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Cook.
Check 24.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got it. Zebra.
55.
What's that?
Off the play fake. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Play action now. Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Mariota now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it. The flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Blue 18. I got one.
Check the backer. Check
One.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Set go.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check. Sponge.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Mariota.
We want it.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception, the touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, It could end up in Andy's hands again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
Tim carrying the game for Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Drops off as they'll look to throw.
Let's go.
And that's caught by Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you can turn the wrong way,
Mike, 58, right there.
big plays can result.
And a big play results in right there. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother as the ball arrived and not ensure an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
He wasn't ready.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike, 54.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's been a long day for you.
He's got White here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, put their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be able to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
3.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
They're running.
1.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go. Defense. Mike, 55.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 54 yards. Well, that held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, there's not a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go under into some tough coverage.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charlie, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've done on the sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Keep playing hard.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try to finish this one off. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Jahan, 180!
Mike 51. Check.
Ringo.
Creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, can't. Wait, Jahan.
They'll run it. Here's
Watch out.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,